Well, it has been a long year waiting on the COVID vaccine to finally be ready. And as we've heard from many of you, it has been anything but easy to find or register for that vaccine now that it's here. But you won't believe the journey one Scottsdale man set out on to make sure he got his shot at, well, a shot. 77-year-old Nelson Strasser navigates life on two wheels.
I play pickleball every day, and on the weekends I watch my 8 and 11-year-old grandchildren play sports. That's my life.
Time with his grandsons is everything.
Very important part of my life.
They're his motivation for wanting more time, hopefully provided by the protection of a COVID vaccine.
I did not want to infect them nor be infected by them. I heard a doctor on YouTube say never miss an opportunity to get a vaccine. And since I was eligible, I went.
Easier said than done when you don't have a car. Still, Nelson didn't hesitate, hopping on and heading west.
Well, I start out with the attitude, if this doesn't work out, at least it's going to be a beautiful bike ride along part of the canal that I'd never been on.
That's 24 miles from Scottsdale down the Arizona Canal to the Grand Canal, a 3-hour ride. With just the sound of his own breath, the wind at his back, and the stadium in sight, a sweat-soaked Nelson pulled up to the car line.
When I pulled up and saw these hundreds of cars and the police and the medical technician, it was actually thrilling. Then the only question was, would they let me in? They must have taken pity on me. Look at this old dude. He schlepped his bicycle down here. What are we going to do? Tell him no vaccines? I had the sympathy ploy working in my benefit.
Volunteers told him he was the first bike to come through.
A young couple came out in a cart and picked me up at the entrance, took me through, escorted me through, and waited the 15 minutes, drove me right back to my bicycle, let me off. I unlocked and headed home.
That's another 24 miles. He even changed a flat tire on the way. He's no stranger to bumps in the road. He's survived those before.
Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and the doctor says, he assures me it's going to come back to kill me at some point, but it's been 5 or 6 years I've been in remission, so fingers crossed.
He's a story of pandemic perseverance. Still, Nelson says he wouldn't consider himself tough.
I think more of you do what you've got to do. Tough? No, I mean, you could probably beat me up. I'm really not very tough.
Nelson, I disagree. By the way, that is an electric bike, but Nelson says he did not use that motor on the way there. However, he did need it just a little bit on his journey back home after the vaccine. You know, he was able to get online and make an appointment before heading down there, but the only availability was the middle of the night. And he says those bike lights would not work for that many hours. So he said, I'm going to chance it. I'm going to go on my own. And fortunately, all worked out.
Wow,
that
guy's tough.
Can you believe
by the
it?
way,
I know.
Those electric bikes, they're harder to pedal when you're not using the battery because they're heavier.
Oh, interesting.
Don't let him fool you. That was a trek for him.
No, I know. And I think he's just proof attitude is everything.
Gosh, no
Tough
doubt.
guy all around. Those grandkids are going to be very happy.